This video is brought to you by Chantal McDavid, Darian James, Esther Simmons, Levine Williams, Robin Long, Soraya Sital, and Stacey Ambudu.
Hello there, and welcome to Micro B for You and Me. On our last episode, we celebrated Watson and Crick Day, April 25th, with an in-depth look at DNA from its double helix structure to its codon makeup. So today we're talking about chromosomes and disease. A chromosome is a single, long strand of DNA. Chromosomes are highly organized structures that store genetic information in living organisms. So by now you know that a human being has 46 chromosomes, and that our gametes have 23 that make up the 46 of their offspring. But did you know that it was once thought that we had 48?
Theophilus Painter, a preeminent cytologist of the time, had the world thinking since 1923 that we possessed 48 chromosomes, and it stayed that way till 1956 when Joe Hintio and Albert Levin applied newer and more accurate methods to tell us differently. But what does this have to do with diseases? Now, chromosome diseases are genetic diseases where a large part of the genetic code has been disrupted. Remember that chromosomes are long sequences of DNA that contain hundreds or thousands of genes. Every person has 2 copies of each of the 23 chromosomes called chromosomes 1, 2, 3 until 22, and the 23rd pair is the sex chromosomes, which is either XX female or XY male. Causes of chromosome diseases. Chromosomal diseases arise from huge errors in the DNA that result from having extra chromosomes, large missing sequences, or other major errors. These are usually caused by a random physical error during reproduction and are not inherited diseases. For example, both parents are usually free of the condition.
Klinefelter syndrome. Klinefelter syndrome is a chromosomal condition that affects male physical and cognitive development. It is when the sex chromosome has an extra X chromosome. Klinefelter usually occurs as an error in cell division. This is called non-disjunction, which results in the reproductive cell with an abnormal number of chromosomes. Affected individuals typically have small testes that do not produce as much testosterone as usual. A shortage of testosterone can lead to a delayed or incomplete puberty, breast enlargement, reduced facial and body hair, and an inability to have biological children. Klinefelter syndrome affects 1 in 500 to 1,000 newborn males. Most variants of Klinefelter syndrome are much rarer, occurring in 1 in 50,000 or fewer newborn.
Edwards syndrome by Esther Simmons. Trisomy 18, also called Edwards syndrome, is a chromosomal condition. It causes slow growth before birth, intrauterine growth retardation, low birth weight, heart defects, a small abnormally shaped head, a small jaw and mouth, and clenched fists with overlapping fingers. It is more common in pregnancy, and the chance of having a child with this condition increases as a woman gets older. This disease is caused by 3 copies of chromosome 18 instead of 2 copies in each cell. It cannot be inherited but occurs during the formation of eggs and sperm.
Down syndrome is a chromosomal condition that is associated with intellectual disabilities. Most cases of Down syndrome result from trisomy 21. Which means each cell in the body has 3 copies of chromosome 21 instead of 2 copies. People who inherit an unbalanced translocation involving chromosome 21 may have extra genetic material from chromosome 21, which causes Down syndrome. Most patients who have Down syndrome, eyes may be spread far apart, or they also may have a speech problem. Down syndrome can also lead to Alzheimer's disease. Down syndrome cannot be treated, but therapy can be used to help treat and increase daily abilities.
Created using BIOL256.